Kim Thompson is joining us now, here to take your calls and questions about nutrition, and she also has some tips for you right now as we head into the new year. This is when everyone wants to do those New Year's resolutions, and you know you're going to go to the gym for the first month, and
or 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I've heard from some people that own gyms and stuff. They say they make most of their money in the first part of the year.
Yes.
Because those people don't come back after
Right.
maybe the first month. Maybe they go for
Right.
2 months.
Right.
But that's where they make their money.
I usually see it about the first 2 months, and then we really kind of, it really slows down, and then
Yeah.
we've got to retrack and say, okay, what are our real goals here? What am I supposed to be doing? So.
Well, let's try to start everyone off on a good foot right here. Let's start off with 5 tips, healthy tips for 2012. And you say first you want to set goals.
That really is the first step, because basically if you're not setting goals, it's really impossible to know what you're going to accomplish if you don't know what you're set out to do. So one of the acronyms that I use with my clients is SMART. So you want to make your goals specific, measurable, accountable, realistic, and of course you want to have a time frame.
Okay.
So with that, it's really just setting that goal of how about let's go to the gym for 3 months straight. You know, have that time frame. Baby steps. Instead of committing to the whole year, break it up into time frames that are going to be more realistic and don't seem so hard to attain.
And number 2 on the list, you have improve food choices. And I like the way that you say improve food choices.
Yes.
Not a drastic change.
Right. So a lot of people think it's an all or nothing. I'm either going to eat completely healthy, and if I don't, then, and I have one bad thing, then forget it, I've blown it. So really just to take some of the simple steps, like eat the rainbow. We've heard this before. You want to make sure there's color in your diet. So even if you just try to get the 5 major color groups every day. So think about your greens and orange and red and yellows and blues and purples.
And all of that is on the outside
of the
grocery store.
Right.
Stay out of the middle.
Right.
Stay on the outside.
Right.
Okay. Drink water.
Water, yes. I mean, we always have best of intentions, but I hear a lot of people as they go through the day, they just say, I forgot, or I don't have time to.
I have a water bottle right over there on the set.
Right.
I always keep a water bottle with me.
Right.
And then exercise.
Exercise is a big component. For a lot of people, what's going to work really well for them is a few things. If they have an exercise buddy, so somebody that they're either going to the gym with, they're going walking with, they're going to classes with, and it helps the accountability standpoint, of course. The other component is scheduling it.
You got to put it in your calendar, bottom line.
You do. Yeah. Because as the day goes on, it's too easy to just, oh, well, got tied up.
I got to get home, the kids are at home, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Right. So schedule an appointment with yourself. You're really important, and you do deserve, even if it's 30 minutes.
Manage stress.
Stress, big one. Big one. We had talked about this before on the show. Stress accounts, especially this time of year, but stress really accounts for almost 90% of all office visits to the doctor.
Really?
Yeah, so in some relations, stress is playing a role on everybody's health. So maybe in 2012, it will be looking at how to manage stress a little bit better, which is going to improve your health. So it's things like yoga.
Yeah.
It's things like taking even some quiet time. People don't do this anymore.
Well, I was noticing that too, and I think that a couple people here in the newsroom and here in the building, for example, have brought that up. I think it was one of their news resolutions last year. Just taking their 30-minute lunch break, 10 minutes out of that, they're reading a book.
Right.
Maybe they're away from the desk. They just sit down and read a book, and that is their time. And it's probably a great idea.
Absolutely. Those type of things really can make a big difference overall. We don't need to do any sort of stress management program for hours on end. Taking just 5 minutes to be quiet and peaceful, and no cell phone and no computer and no noise can really be good.
I don't know about the cell phone thing. That's really silly. I don't know if I could do that. All right.
Try.
Yeah.
You can try it.
Okay. Baby steps.
Baby
couple
steps.
minutes, and then maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Right.
All right. Thank you. A lot of good tips. Thank you very much.